Folks, I've been working as hard as I can to try to find a way for you to buy like new tractors at a used price. The prices this season have just gone crazy. We all know that the new prices on these tractors has just continued to increase, and it's got to the point of being kind of unreasonable. I recognize that, and I guess I've taken it as a burden on myself. Is there anything I can do about it? You saw some of those videos several months ago. I began to talk about how the used prices were staying lower, but the new prices kept going up. And I began to illustrate some of those, I guess you would call it dichotomy, or some of the difference between those prices. It's hard for me to express how, in a sense, frustrating that is, because I've always talked about the resale value on these tractors. I've stated about how important it is to buy a tractor that's got good resale in case you want to change it. And right now we're not seeing, once the tractors get a little age on them, we're not seeing the same resale prices. I've been talking about how we're going to have this reverse auction. The idea here is that these are all new tractors. I'm here today looking at them, right? Sure, I don't know that I've seen one with 5 hours yet. Several of them less than one hour, some have 2.5 hours. These tractors have never left the dealer's lot. But because of some inventory issues and just all the issues that have been going on in the compact tractor world, these tractors are for sale as used tractors. What we're going to do is we're going to present them in a reverse auction format, a Dutch auction, as they say. The website, you can go look there now. It's live right now. You can see the starting prices on these tractors at cloudstore.co. We'll put a link in the description, a link right here on the screen, so you can see how this is going to work. You'll see a timer there showing how long until the next price reduction. It's a plan that we're going to reduce the price on these tractors every 12 hours until somebody buys it. So once you decide to buy it, you can click a button there, and you have to pay a 10% down payment on credit card. Okay, that reserves the tractor for you and makes the commitment. And then you work with the folks at CloudStore over the phone. You can arrange financing with them. You can arrange shipment with them. You'll work with them very personally to get that tractor to your location. Okay, so it's not a distant feeling arrangement that you're working with. You're going to be dealing with the same individual throughout the process to make sure that that tractor gets to your house in the condition that we represent it as here in this visit through these individual videos. To that note, most of these tractors, we will have videos where we go through them and see if we can find any apparent damage. We go through all the options that are included. I'm actually being very critical in these videos. I'm trying to find the most minor scratches or the most minor weather fading that I can see on some of the ones that have been on the lot for a little while. Given the climate where we are in the north or northwest, there's not nearly as much weather damage, from my experience here, as what we would have seen in Indiana or further south too. We see, it seems like a lot more weather damage where it's a wetter climate than what it is here. Now, as a bonus on these machines, the first 10 sold come with rim guard. Yep, that's right. Rim guard is going to be included for free on the first 10 of these tractors sold. Rim guard, of course, is liquid ballast for the rear tires, and that really helps with stability of the machine. It helps with ride quality. Rim guard is the heaviest liquid tire ballast available. You happen to have tire damage and it spills, it's organic, it's not going to cause any issues there, and it's just out of sight, out of mind, right? It doesn't freeze. It's going to be freeze protected even in the coldest climates here in the US. I suppose if you took it to the Arctic Circle, maybe you'd have trouble, but I think I don't know what it is, minus 25, minus 35, somewhere in there for the rim guard. But it's going to be included in the first 10 tractors, and I suspect if you want it, one of the later tractors that's sold, you'll be able to request it at that time. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work, but it's included in the first 10. As I said, we've been going through these tractors one by one here at the dealer locations. Actually, there's been multiple locations we visited in our trip here. We're seeing 1 Series tractors, 1023s, 1025Rs. This is a fairly unique one. This is a 3035D, a D Series tractor. This is a 4R cab behind us here, 5075E. I believe it has a deluxe cab over there. So we've got all sizes. There's 2Rs, 3Es as well that I don't have any shown in here. So there's going to be a lot of variety here. I guess I need to know questions. I need to understand what are your concerns. You know, there's of course financing, there's shipping, there's a trustworthy factor. I know that one needs to understand that they're buying from a reputable organization. I've been working with this CloudStore organization now for quite some time. Everyone I have met is an incredibly transparent, high quality person. What I mean is they're just trying to provide a good service. They're wanting to make sure that they're not cheating anybody, right? And they're not trying to pull any wool over anybody's eyes. This is meant to help. That's the whole reason I'm involved. I'm trying to find a way to get new tractors to you at lower than new tractor prices, right? That's what we've got going here. Nothing more, nothing less. There's no buyer's premium or other fees on any of these sales. Now, sometimes you may have to pay sales tax, sometimes you may not. CloudStore will work directly with you. They understand each state, and there's just different rules. You also have the ag use exemption that, you know, there's all these reasons why you may or may not have to pay sales tax, but they will work personally with you on that aspect. But I'm just wanting to illustrate there's no additional fees over the price that you pay other than potentially sales tax. Now there is a shipping charge, and again, the folks at CloudStore will work with you on getting that shipping arranged. They'll actually do that for you. It's not going to be your hassle to arrange the shipping. So what should you do now? I would suggest that you go sign up at cloudstore.co, cloudstore.co, link in the description again. Sign up for information on this auction and get yourself set up where you can bid. And then I would suggest that you contact the folks at CloudStore. We've got a phone number right here if you want to call them directly. And through that call right there, you can ask them about shipping, ask them about some of these details, ask them about the situation for your state and sales tax, and get all that arranged before this auction starts. That way you can be ready and be ready to get that tractor at that bargain right before somebody else does. CloudStore has a whole team of reps, but they have 2 reps dedicated to this Dutch or reverse auction. That's Justin and Andrew. So you'll talk to one of those 2 guys if you call this number right here to get set up for the auction. And I hope they can answer any questions. List your questions below too. We'll try to have Justin and Andrew answer general questions right here in the comments section so that they can you know, just help to relay as much information as possible. Again, this is all about transparency. We want this to be straight up and this reverse auction to work so that you know exactly what you're getting. Now, if you go watch those videos that we're putting together on each one, again, there's a lot of detail. We'll have the actual warranty expiration dates, the exact number of hours that I read off the hour meter as we go through it, any scratches that I'm seeing, any fading that I'm seeing. Yeah, we're intending to be as open as possible with what we're seeing here. Okay, as of now, there are no attachments in this lineup, right? The only things are the loaders and backhoes if they're equipped that way. We'll have everything from the 1023E to a 5075, definitely a 5075E, and maybe one 5075M, 2-wheel drive. We'll see if it makes the list or not. The prices start going downward on April 2nd, 2024, so be ready by then. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope it's a way for a few of you to get a good tractor, a new tractor, at a good price. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. Trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land, and enjoy safe pasture. Yes, we did get to see some beautiful scenery on this trip. We'd like to thank you, the viewers, for making our YouTube journey possible.